Good morning, world. You can probably hear me now. We're on doing our pre-flight work before takeoff. We've just checked our oil pressure, fuel pump, and mixture set. I just turned the avionics master on, so that's why we're might not have heard me a second ago. Circuit breakers are all okay. Altimeter, we're going to check that in a second. We need to get our 840 up to waiting to acquire status so we can check the altimeter. Otherwise, my instruments, the G430 is set, the transponder is set.
UX, Lake in the Hills Airport. VFR Automated Weather Advisory. Wind 190 at 4.
190 at 4.
Temperature 7 Celsius. Altimeter 2976.
976.
Condensation altitude 2,000.
Okay, 190 at 4. That means we're going to light crosswind and we're going to take off on runway 26. Then we're going to bug this at 19. There we go. Okay. So everything's set. Our avionics master is on. We checked that. Circuit breakers are good. Altimeter's checked. Let's add a direction, and we're going to call this 3 Charlie Kilo. That'll just keep us kind of queued up when we're as we're traveling, and help us get back home. Let's check the brakes on taxi. There we go. Brakes are good. Fantastic. Let's head over to a runway. Okay, so the objective is to be in the air and down about 9:30. It's about 8:25 right now. We're going to be taking off at 26 and heading to the west. We have a crosswind from 190, down and away, but it's very, very light, 04. So we're going to hold short here. Great. Okay, we'll do our run up. Area's clear. Don't see anybody. Brakes are set. Gonna run up to 2,000 RPM. We're good there. Mags 1, mags 2. All right, let's check the carb heat now. The amp meter. Vacuum's at 5. Engine gauges are green, green. Oil temperature's coming up. Green, green, green. We're good there. Check our enunciator panel. We're good there. Let's bring it all the way down to 2,000. From 2,000 all the way down. So our idle is here at about 7. I think we're good there. All right, let's take it back up to 1,000, and we're going to do our takeoff. Engine gauges, green, 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 green. Fuel is in the right tank. We'll keep it there the whole time. The primer is locked. The mixture is now full rich. Fuel pump is on. The lights are the strobes, and the landing strobe stayed on. Landing light now on. Pitot heat is not required. Carb heat is not required. Flaps are good. Trim is set. Seats and seat belts are erect and secure. Controls are free and clear. Takeoff briefing. If I need to abort the takeoff and I'm on the runway, put it down on the runway. If I'm off the runway, immediately look for a place to put it down. And if you're at 1,000 feet, you're going to put it down where you came from. Time is 8:28. Now, let's take a look outside. There's no one in the pattern. There's no one I can hear. And we can make our call. Lake in the Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot, departing runway 26, heading to the west, Lake in the Hills. Good to go. Brakes are off.
Wicks, Lake in the Hills Airport. VFR Automated Weather Advisory. Wind 190 at 5. Temperature 7 Celsius. Altimeter 2976. Condensation altitude 2,300.
No one else out here. Does seem to be a light all the way down there. Full throttle. Everything's great. Going well. Stay on the center line. 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 A little better, little better. Let's put this thing in the air. Here we go. Pitching for 75. Pitching for 75, pitching for 75, there you go. Not too bad. Pitching for 75, pitching for 75, little right rudder. Great, good job. We're in the air here. Pitching for 75, so we're gonna go to 1,900. Actually, we're just gonna keep going west. All good. So we're gonna head over to, we're gonna get to 2,500. Top altitude for now. All right, there's nobody out here. It's a little bit foggy, so that's why we're at 2,300. We're gonna go to 2,500, and then all right, we're gonna put this deck to 2,500. Take some power out. We're still headed like almost 260, and we're at 2,500. We're gonna do our cruise checklist. The power we can set, the mixture we can pull back just a touch. The fuel pump is now off. All right, we're flying the plane here. All right, so I'm at 90 knots. I'm at 2,500. I'm flat. My turn coordinator is good. A little more left in there. My direction is 260, so we're just going to head to the west to the practice area. Kind of interesting on the clouds. You can't see them, but they're starting to, it's lowering. You can see pretty far, so I can see Casa de Arrow, I believe. But we're at 2,500. We don't have a huge objective today other than getting in the plane by ourselves, starting by ourselves, just making sure my decision making is proper on weather. Pretty calm day right now, that's for sure. Little burn off required this way, but we can see plenty far.
Lake in the Hills Airport. VFR Automated Weather Advisory. Wind 200 at 5. Temperature 7 Celsius. Altimeter 2976. Condensation altitude 2,300.
So winds have changed from 190 to 200 and picked up just a knot. All right, we're back to 100 knots. We're flat. We're at 2,500. Good turn coordination. Headed 240. Vertical speed flat. So, with my endorsement, I can fly within 25 miles of my home airport. I cannot land anywhere else unless it's an emergency. And I put 3 Charlie Kilo in my Garmin 430 in an effort to kind of help me know how far I am from home. I'm about 10.2, which tells me that I'm directly over Casa de Arrow. And this is kind of where I do a lot of work, a lot of practice work. No real reason to make significant changes today to my plan. The plan was really just to get comfortable going to the airport without an instructor. Okay, I'm at 11.2 miles. I'm gonna do some clearing turns. We started at 240, so we'll take that to 90-degree to the southeast here. So 150. Okay, I don't see anybody. Let's go back to where we came from. Good turns here. Not losing altitude. Go back to 240. Okay, I don't see anybody. We're gonna go head out to 260. Continue just straight to the west. My speed is 95. I'm flat. My altitude is 2,500. My turn coordination is good. I'm headed 260 with vertical speed at flat. So let's do a 360-degree turn around that building. and we're going to do that beginning now. We're at west, we're going to finish at west, and we're going to keep this at 20 degrees, and we're going to not lose any altitude along the way. It should take me 2 minutes.
35 Golf, we're 4 miles north inbound landing, runway 29, Burlington.
I got 43, so we're doing exactly what I thought around the point that I wanted. I'm gonna keep doing this, 20 degrees. Scanning outside, making sure no one's out there. Everything's still pretty good. We're still at 2,500. I'm okay turn coordinate. I'm right at 20 degrees. I've gone 180 degrees now. I'm at east. I like my turn here. Not too fast, really flat. Continuing almost at 3/4 of the way done. Gonna head completely to the west now. We're almost at south. To 40, just a little bit longer to get through. Turns out that it's about 2 minutes. We're gonna be west here in a second. We're gonna line up on that road right ahead of us. Sorry about the sun if it's in your eyes, folks. Perfect. Nicely controlled. I didn't lose 50 feet of altitude.
Traffic arch.
So we've been in the air for about 20 minutes now. I'm gonna try to get to an hour. And I'm going to continue going. I'm going to head a little bit further north. Actually, no, I'm going to stay west. I still Casa de Aero. I started my turn there. So why don't we do a turn to the left? A little easier to do turns to the left because I can see out the window as opposed to across there. I'm set up at heading directly west. We're going to do a 10-degree turn and go all the way around. Here we go. So it's not going to be a very big turn. But I got my point in sight to be able to turn around. Get to 20 degrees and hold it there, Carl. That fog's coming in a little bit. Kind of dropping a little bit. I can still see pretty far.
Traffic.
We'll keep our turn, and then we're gonna examine what the burn-off looks like here. All it is burn-off. All right, we're still coordinated nicely. I'm at 2,500, so I've adjusted my altitude change. I went up a little bit when I started the turn. I'm halfway done. I like where I'm at here. Altitude dropping just a touch. Let's bring that back. Well trimmed out. Don't see anybody out here today. Still at 20 degrees turn. We got 3/4 of it done. And that was the road that I started on, so let's see if I can end there. That would be probably a pretty good descriptor of how consistent I kept my turn. Gonna land right on it. Look at you. I know that traffic is still behind me, but I don't see him on my Garmin, nor do I hear him. But they were headed to the west. All right, 95 knots, we're flat, 2,550, so let's get that 50 back. Turn coordinators level, heading straight straight west with my vertical speeds good. And we'll do it, we did a 90-degree steeper turn. Let's do a 180-degree steeper turn. Heading straight north, we're gonna come out of this, heading straight south. And it should take me a minute. So we're gonna be at 53, here we go. Making a steeper turn, I'm at my limit for the turn, that's great. Losing a little altitude, let's pull that back. Keeping in your turn. Keeping in your turn. We're halfway done. Right over the water in Marengo. Halfway done. Get that back to flat. We're pretty flat here. Gonna head back to south. I guess you flattened out there a little bit, Carl. Didn't keep the steep turn in. So when we come back, we'll do a steep
traffic
turn.
97.
So that was a pretty good turn. I came out of that a little earlier, and I dropped about 50 feet. So we'll come and get that 50 feet back. Heading straight south. I don't see anybody out here. I think with the haze, we're gonna get back to the south side of the highway, and we're gonna examine headed back. It's coming in a little bit. We can go down a little bit. We're at 2,500, but looks like it's picking up just a bit. So we'll go to Casadero and start making our way back. All right, when I get to Casadero, I'll be doing my landing checklist. Making sure, and I keep it in my head to do your landing checklist when you're making your 10-mile announcement to the airport and Casadero's at 10 miles. So let's do our pre-landing checklist. Seats are erect, seatbelts are fastened, fuel's in the proper tank, the fuel pump is
the Hills Airport.
on.
VFR automated
Mixture
weather
is now
advisory.
set.
1200 at
Flaps
6 temperature
are fine.
9 Celsius, altimeter 2975, condensation altitude 3,400.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot, 10 miles to the west, inbound for 26, Lake in the Hills. We're gonna come in on a 45 into 26. All right, let's pull some altitude out. You're about 8 miles out, so why don't we get to 2,300? Take a little bit of throttle power out. All very clear. Down, I'm at 2,200 now. I'm gonna just stay right here. Definitely seeing some of that burn off being a little bit higher than me. I think I have at 6.5 miles, I think I have the airport in sight. Okay, no one to check. I can check my weather again.
Lake in the Hills Airport. VFR automated weather advisory. Wind 200 at 6 temperature 9 Celsius, altimeter 2975, condensation altitude 3,400.
Okay, a little bit of change, 200 at 6, so it's just picking up slightly. Lake in the Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot. I'm south west on a 5-mile 45 for runway 26. Lake in the Hills. Liking everything about what I've got. I'm gonna take a little power out, just a touch. Let's, we're about 3.6. Let's get down to 2,000. Start getting to pattern altitude. There's no one in the pattern. No one I hear, but I see my runway. All right, when I'm at about 1.7, I see I'm about, just about 100 feet over where I want to be for my landing. But we can make this turn now. Lake in the Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot. Left downwind for 26, Lake in the Hills. I'm at my pattern altitude, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. No, I'm probably not that
Hills
wide.
Archer 3096 Bravo, departing 26, departing the pattern to the west, east, 6 Bravo.
I'm seeing
Lake in the Hills.
him take off. and I'm at beam. So let's bring my power back to 1600, under 100. So let's go 1 notch of flaps and pitch for 80. Make my turn. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot, left base for 26, Lincoln Hills. Okay, I'm all right. Make a turn, put a notch of flaps in, slow this down a little bit. I see him there. I like my altitude. I'm gonna make a final turn. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot, on final for 26, Lincoln Hills.
Hey, Burlington, Stopper's right down.
Okay. I've overturned just a little bit, but I'm going to get that back. I like my altitude. Keep my nose down. There we go. There we go. Put a little more rudder in there. We'll be all right. There you go. Keep your nose down. Little bumps, that's all right. Little bumps, little more rudder. Keep your nose down, keep your nose down. Keep your nose down, you're all right. Little bumps. Little power out, we're a little high. We're gonna make it, so let's pull our power all the way back. Power just went away. Now, let her float, hold her back, hold her back, hold her back. Okay, we're back on the ground. Stay on the center line. The brakes. Under 40, we're gonna pull our aerodynamic braking. We'll be able to make this turn. All right, so a little bumpy on that way down. That wasn't me, that was God. But that turned out okay. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 6604 Foxtrot, clear of runway 26, Lincoln Hills.